What's up, guys? It's MB Boxing, and today I'm going to be predicting the outcome of Callum Smith versus Mathieu Bauderlique, and this is going to be a 12-rounder for the WBC light heavyweight final world title Eliminator, and this fight is going to be Saturday, August 20th, from the Jeddah Superdome in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, and this fight is going to be broadcasted on DAZN. And to get both fighters' resumes, Callum Smith, fighting out of England, holds a record of 28 wins with 1 defeat and 20 wins coming by way of knockout. He's currently ranked number 4 by BoxRec in the light heavyweight division. And to list some of his accolades, he has some very nice ones. He's the former WBA super-middleweight world champion. He held the WBC diamond belt, but that doesn't really matter too much. And he's also the former he is really the reigning World Boxing Super Series super middleweight tournament champion, and he beat a lot of very good guys in that tournament. Just to list his one and only defeat before I get into his wins, he lost to one of the best fighters in the world right now. I know Canelo's coming off a loss, but he lost to Canelo by unanimous decision, but Canelo's definitely still top tier. Yeah, that was a tough loss for Smith. He was going in as the champion. He got dominated. His arm was swelled up. His face was swollen. It was really a tough loss. But since then, he's battled back, and I'll talk about that later. But, yeah, some of his best wins include a first-round knockout win over former WBA super middleweight champion Rocky Fielding. He defeated Eric Skauglund, who was 26-0 in the first round of the World Boxing Super Series tournament. Then he defeated Nieki Holtzken by unanimous decision in the second round of the World Boxing Super Series tournament. Then he defeated George Groves in the final by knockout to win the tournament. And some of his other good wins include a knockout win over Hassan Ndam, which was a third-round finish. And this was a controversial one, but he did defeat John Ryder by a close unanimous decision victory, which many people thought that Ryder should have got the nod on the judges' scorecards. And to list his most recent victory, it came at light heavyweight, obviously. This is where he sort of battled back for this spot at this world title eliminator, where he brutally knocked out Lenin Castillo in the second round. He hit him with one shot. Castillo was out on the canvas. It was really a scary knockout because he was shaking, he was frozen up. Good thing that Castillo is really fully healthy from that. It was a vicious punch from Callum Smith. But to get his opponent's resume, Mathieu Bauderlique, fighting out of France, holds a record of 21 wins with 1 defeat and 12 wins coming by way of knockout. Somehow he is ranked number 11 by BoxRec. I just don't know how with his resume he's nagged a top 15 spot on BoxRec. But, the thing is, he's also a former Olympic bronze medalist. I believe he did win the medal in 2016 at Rio. But to list his one and only defeat, it came against an unknown Italian fighter who's just inside the top 100 named Dragan Lepe. And to list some of his best victories, he's defeated Daudu and Ngumbu. He's defeated Hugo Kaspersky by knockout, and he's also defeated, this is probably his best win, where he defeated Igor Mikhalkin by knockout. So in my opinion, this fight is pretty easy to predict. I watched some clips of Bauderlique. He's not that good, I'm going to be 100% honest. I know he's an Olympic medalist, but, he doesn't look that great to me. He's kind of slow. His footwork isn't that good. He is a southpaw, though. I give him credit for that. I think that John Ryder is really the only decent southpaw that Smith has faced that actually gave him a test. I don't know if he's faced any other decent other southpaws, but yeah, Callum Smith hasn't faced a southpaw since then. But Bauderlique is on a different level than John Ryder, and I'm saying a lower level, so it definitely shouldn't be as hard as the John Ryder fight. And yeah, I think that Callum Smith should win this fight, and this is for a final eliminator, so this one's definitely guaranteeing either an interim title or a world title. So this is really for the real deal, and this is only Smith's second fight at light heavyweight. So, who knows? Maybe we'll get to see Artur Beterbiev versus Callum Smith, which would be kind of crazy. But, yeah, just to break this fight down, I watched clip, obviously I mentioned before, of Bauderlique. He has a solid high sort of guard for his defense. He's a southpaw, obviously. Doesn't really have the fastest punches. Not really the best reflexes. He's just overall a pretty average fighter for an Olympic medalist. I've seen a lot of people predicting, this would be a tough fight for Callum Smith. If it is, well then, more power to you, then I was wrong. But I just don't think it will be. Callum Smith is, even though he got dominated in his one and only defeat, that's to one of the best in the world. And I mean, considering that he was able to beat a lot of the top guys at super middleweight as well, I think that this should be pretty easy for Callum Smith. Smith is very powerful. Even at light heavyweight, he has some power. So I think that he will be able to just really come forward in this fight and really dictate the pace throughout. I think Bauderlique, he normally fights at mid-range in his fights, trying to tag his opponents. But I think that he'll probably be on the outside more in this fight, probably be the one backtracking more. I think Smith will be the one coming forward more, fighting at mid-range, and really just dictating the pace of the fight. And I think that, just to break this fight down round by round, I think that Callum Smith will be winning every single round, and I do think that he will stop Bauderlique. I think he will be winning almost every single round, if not every single round, until the stoppage. I think like Bauderlique could edge like the first round, maybe one of the first 3 rounds, where it's a round where it's those rounds where Callum Smith is figuring out where he could land in the southpaw, what are the flaws that Bauderlique has. Really, that's one of the rounds that he could edge. I mean, like let's say after 3 rounds, it could be 29-28 in favor of Callum Smith. I mean, because Bauderlique could edge a round, something like that. It could be 30-27. But yeah, I think Callum Smith could get the stoppage. Really, anywhere from the mid rounds to the start of the early late rounds, I guess you could say. I think that Callum Smith will get a stoppage win from rounds 4 to rounds 8. Somewhere around there, like right at the start of round 4, Callum Smith could land a big shot in Bauderlique, finish him off, because you got to remember, Bauderlique's only loss was by knockout, and it was in the first round. So, I mean, I guess I'm maybe even being a little generous to Bauderlique, saying that he could go up until round 8. I mean, Callum Smith, he's fought at a different level, fought way better guys, lost to one of the best in the world, and didn't get stopped by Canelo. He went the full 12 with him. Bauderlique got knocked out by some random guy in the first round. So, I mean, it's just talking about different levels of competition. I think Callum Smith, from rounds 4 to rounds 8, will just really walk down Bauderlique, land the bigger and better shots, and just really be the dictator of the pace of the fight. He could get a standing stoppage, a brutal knockout, just like he did to Lenny Castillo, drop him multiple times, the referee waves it off. Could be a corner stoppage, whatever it is. It will go down as a knockout win for Callum Smith, and he will improve to 29-1 with 21 knockouts, and he will most likely, in my opinion, win this WBC final eliminator. So comment down below your thoughts on this fight, who you think is going to win this one, and what do you think is next, depending on who wins this fight, because I actually don't know whether whoever wins this fight will get a world title shot based on really promotional issues. So overall, I believe that Callum Smith will defeat Mathieu Bauderlique by knockout, and I think that the stoppage will happen from rounds 4 to rounds 8. And with this win, Callum Smith will win, or I think will win this fight, and he will win the WBC. I almost just said super middleweight. He will win the WBC light heavyweight final world title eliminator, which basically guarantees him a shot at an interim or world title. And yeah, that's really it. I'm MB Boxing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.